Hi guys, my room is a little bit of a mess right now, but I'm going to do a doll collection video today anyhow, just because my collection right now is probably the biggest that it's ever going to be, and so I wanted to film this more for posterity than anything else. I feel like I have a whole lot of dolls that I really love, and I knew as I expanded that I wouldn't be necessarily keeping all of them. My intention is not really to have a collection quite this big, but it was wonderful to have all of these dolls, and I will be culling the herd quite a bit over the next couple of weeks. So I thought I would do a collection video just to kind of show my collection at its largest, and any subsequent videos will probably feature much fewer dolls, or, you know, fewer dolls anyways. I don't know about much, we'll see. I haven't quite decided which dolls are staying and which dolls are going, although I do have a bit of a sense of which are staying and going. So I will start, where will I start? Where will I start? I'm going to start right here. So these are my doll. These dolls are over here because they are a little bit different than some of the other dolls in my collection. Their styling is kind of old-fashioned-ish. And I love these dolls, and I like having them close to me. My doll, I don't have a dedicated doll room. It's within a larger craft room. So I'll just step back so that you can see some context. And again, I mentioned I haven't cleaned up my room, but I do scrapbooking here. And so I really like having these two really close to me, where I can see them when I'm reaching for some of my tools and whatnot. So this is Pullip Lupinus, I call her Remedy, and then this is Tyang Rionheart, and I call him Asher. And they are a lovely couple. And then over here, I have Captain Hook, who I love. He is so awesome. I'm in love with him. He's so colorful. I love his outfit, and I love how true to the character he is. And he's right there beside a sailboat with an alarm clock on it. I wish I had a crocodile, but I don't. So he's just hanging out right there. And a little bit below him is Wendy's bedroom. And I have Pullip Merle standing in as Wendy because Groove did not make a Wendy. And she's wearing Nana Chan's night dress and socks. And then we have Pullip Peter Pan, who is such a lovely doll. And she's full stock, and there are some buttons and thimbles at their feet. And then up in the corner of the room is Tinkerbell. She's suspended there with some thread, and not very happy with Peter and Wendy, who are about to take flight out the window. The window is technically behind them. You can see I've printed up the Flight of Peter Pan's, just one of the backgrounds from the Disney ride. And it's supposed to be the window in Wendy's bedroom, but I didn't want their backs to me. Like, I wanted them kind of looking like they're taking flight in this direction, so I've done it this way. Now, next to my Peter Pan's setting or a little display, I have a Alice in Wonderland display, so I'm going to tell you about this. So right here I just have little Dal in Steampunk World Alice, and she is sitting right here on the side. She has been replaced. I have classical Alice, classical Alice here, whom I bought secondhand from another collector, and I love her. She is one of my Grail dolls. I love her so much, and so I was happy to add her to my collection, but I really don't need two Alices. So that puts this little girl on the chopping block, unfortunately, so I will be saying goodbye to her. I have her listed already on the Pullip Sales Facebook group. So, but she's a beautiful doll. I love her. I wish I could hang on to all of the dolls, but I don't want to be taking up this much room in my room. So now back there is Dal Daroni, and she's dressed up like Pookie in Pookie's outfit, and she's such a sweet little doll. I love her. And then up front here we have Mini Pullip Dormouse, who's sitting at the table. The table is set with, I don't really have a whole lot of tea rement, but I have some coffee rement. So I have what I have out there that I thought kind of would look nice at a tea setting, at a tea party setting. And then I also have this really cute rement Alice in Wonderland themed cake. It's really sweet. I haven't finished my Taiyang Mad Hatter. I have a make it own kit for that, and I just haven't, anytime that I have the time, the weather doesn't cooperate for me to go outside and spray it and do all the painting that needs to be done for his face. So pardon the headless Mad Hatter there. Then this is actually Del Fata, and she's dressed as, no, this is Buell Fata, sorry. And she is dressed as Chenille, who is the caterpillar in the Dujardin Alice in Wonderland collection. And I have various props in the background and all around. I have Isel White Rabbit in Steampunk World standing here. He is awesome. And then I have a space here for my Pullip Cheshire Cat, who is still in her box. And then I have Pullip Lunatic Queen in her full stock. She's glorious. I love her. She was one of my favorite acquisitions. She's just so lovely. I just love her. So there is my Alice in Wonderland setting. I'm just going to take a step back so that you can see the whole thing. Of course, the extra Alice is going to be leaving, and I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to use this shelf space for this particular setup. I love this setup and I hate to disassemble it, but I feel like my dolls are really taking up too much room in this room, and I have other things that I have to put on these shelves eventually. So that is that setting, and when I move those dolls, I might downsize them. Like, I'm thinking that Isel White Rabbit might need to go. This one might need to go. I don't know. I might have another idea for her. So anyhow, there might be some of these going up for sale as well. So now up here, oh my goodness, these girls are going to be, I don't think I'm going to be able to let go of these girls. So I have 3 brand new in the box, still factory sealed, beautiful dolls. These were my grails. I'm so pleased to have them. These are what I call my 3 fashion girls, and I have Haute New York and Haute LA, and they've been unopened and they're in such beautiful condition. Their previous owner took wonderful, wonderful care of them. They're just stunning. They're just so beautiful. They don't have any of the signs that sometimes when you get an old doll, it's still yellowed and stuff inside. These are in beautiful condition. I just love them. And then Fall Prueza, who is my favorite Prueza of them all. And I really wanted a Prueza for my collection because I like that doll. Then I have my Pullip Street, who I have modified her eyes, but I've kept her as stock as I could. I really didn't like her shirt, so I did change her shirt, and I think she looks kind of cute with that hat on that I had in my stash, so I just I gave her the hat. And then I have Pullip Papin, whom I love so much. I've wanted a Papin for so long, and I got her new in box. As you can see, the box still even has the cellophane over the box. And then I did get her a new pair of sneakers. I just got her a pair of these Converse, these pink Converse sneakers, because I know the shoes she comes with. I actually already have the shoes she comes with, and I know that I wanted something different for her. Then I have Pullip Eve Sweet is still in her box as well. I just haven't gotten around to unboxing her. She's lovely. Oh, she's so pretty. So, so pretty. Then I do have 3 more dolls in boxes behind here. I have Pullip Latte, who I'm going to clean up a little bit, and I full stock. And then I have Pullip Afternoon, also full stock, who I just need to clean her up a little bit, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do with her. They're both in really nice condition, but they were out of box on display dolls, so they need to just be tidied up a little bit, and I'll kind of evaluate their wigs and see what I'm going to do with them. And then this is Dal Katoya, who I have because I just love the dark-skinned dolls, and so I picked her up from Pullip Style a while ago, and I just haven't had a chance to unbox all of these dolls. So now, heading over here, this is where most of my dolls that have been redressed are. Not all of them have been redressed, but most of my kind of like contemporary dolls that I've either modified in some way or redressed in some way. And then above them, I have my otherworldly dolls and a few others. So I'll just go through these. So right here we have my Another King with his fabulous wig, which I wasn't sure if I liked it at first. It was a little overwhelming, but the more I see him in it, the more I really, really love that wig. And I have a video about him. And then I have Jackson Surrey, who is my Taiyang Natsumi and my Pullip Bloody Red Hood. And they are just lovely. She has new eye chips, and he has a new wig, and he has these fabulous tattoos. He has a wolf because she's Bloody Red Hood, and some other tattoos kind of like down there that says "Let It Be," and then he has Surrey, and he has more on the other arm that's behind her. And she's just lovely. I love her wig. I really need to give it a good brushing though. It was like that in my last collection video and I still haven't brushed it. So then we have Isul Mao, who I really love him. I've rechipped him. He is such a sweet boy, and he comes with the most amazing stock outfit. He has 3 shirts and a really cool jacket and backpack and really awesome pants and shoes. And he comes with glasses. He actually came with these glasses that Allie is wearing. And I've rewigged him because I wasn't a huge fan of his wig. I do still have the old wig. I rechipped him with some purple eye chips that are more realistic looking than the ones he came with. And I think he's one of the ones that I won't be able to hold on to either. I had an idea for him, but I've sort of changed what I'm planning to do, and so he no longer really has an important role. So he might not be in my next collection video. Then we have Dal Vendatina. Her name is Ven. I love her coloring. I love her in this outfit. She has a hybrid Obitsu body. She's wearing a dress from Annie's Dolls that I got from my good friend Stephanie, who keeps my dolls in good fashion. She has a great collection of clothes for her Blythe dolls. Then we have Ray, who is right here, who is a Dal Ramu. Although when you rechip her and rewig her, she really doesn't look much at all like her original character. She's right here, she's wearing Dal Haiwa's outfit and then some cool cat boots. Oh, she's just so, so pretty. She has this really cute pink highlight in her hair. She's one of my original dolls from when I first started collecting. I love her. Then we have Taiyang Grell, who is such a handsome boy. I love him so much. He has this fantastic old world type of outfit. It's kind of goes along with his character. He also has a fabulous coat that he's not wearing right now because I just love how he looks underneath of his coat. But he's just awesome. I love him. Then we have Pullip Luna, who is named Luna. And she is, she has an Obitsu body and rechipped and rewigged, but I did try to put all of her stock outfit back on. I just had to change her boots because her old boots don't fit anymore. So that's Tokidoki Luna. And now this is this handsome boy back here. Get a load of him. Oh, I love him. It's hard filming this video because I know I'm going to have to say goodbye to some of these dolls. Here we have Niya, who I've called Dominic. He's full stock and he's just fabulous. Actually, he's not full stock. He has purple eye chips. He's been rechipped. And he's just absolutely stunning. He's such a cool guy. I love him. Out front here we have Suzette, who is my Pullip Io. I've talked about her a lot and have a couple of dedicated videos to her. Then we have Pullip Allie, who is one of my few dolls on this shelf who have not been obitsued or had a body change. She's in her stock body, stock chips, stock wig. She's just so fabulous. I didn't want to take her apart. She's a cat lover. She's got her cluster of cats all around her and her Keep Calm and Love Cats t-shirt. She's just so cute. I wish she had a cat hat on, but I don't have a cat hat, so she's wearing a bear hat. Then back here we have Cedar and Nikki. Cedar is my make-it-own Taiyang. He's wearing Ethan's stock outfit. So he has a bit of a weathered look. He has shading around his eyes and he has stubble and a beautiful red wig. I love him. I wasn't too pleased with the way his eyebrows came out. I did do him myself. But his wig covers his eyebrows enough that it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to bother redoing his eyebrows at this point. Then Nikki, of course, is a Pullip Tomomami. She's awesome. I've rechipped her, rewigged her with a beautiful Leek World wig, and she has her Obitsu body, and she's just fantastic. She's one of my favorites. Then we have Simon here, who is a Taiyang Timulus. I have repainted his lips because if you're familiar with Timulus, he has a very cold look to him because he has gray lips. And so just repainting his lips gives him a much more boyish look. And then he's got this fabulous boyish curly wig in brown, and it's just awesome. I think it works really well with his eyes, which at first I didn't like, but now that he has that wig, I like his eyes better. And he's wearing clothes from various Etsy shops. He's got a nice outfit. Then here we have the star of the show. This is my custom Yolome, who was customized by Miufish. And she is a stunner. Oh, look at her. And she's wearing a dress by Annie's Dolls as well. It's a little bit too big for her, so I just have a little clip back there holding it so that she looks cute on my shelf anyways. And she's on an A-zone body. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, I can't stop looking at her. Okay. Back there on the couch, that's a couch that I made, by the way. That coach, the boy back on the coach there, he is Milo. He's Simon's brother, and he is a Taiyang Wayne. I've put some tattoos on his arms. And, oh, by the way, I also rebodied Timulus because he came from a factory sale and his body was quite damaged. And so he was brand new in box, but his body was just, his feet were broken and there was some, it just wasn't a pretty sight. So I just rebodied him on an Obitsu body. So, but Wayne was in beautiful condition and his original wig is in lovely shape. So I just kept him full stock. I changed some of his outfit though. I think he's wearing, one of Mao's t-shirts. Then up front here, we have Hello Little Girl, who is my rock star. She's awesome. And she's a doll, of course. And then back there, we have Imani and Bianca. Let me move these two here so that you can get a better look at them. So Imani was a Pullip Na-Auto, and I sent her head away to Miufish, and she repainted her for me, and she has these beautiful freckles all over her face, and I rechipped her, and she has a made-to-move body, made-to-move Barbie body, and I love her. And then this is Imani. She is an original Suseiseki, and I have rebodied her with a hard bust Obitsu. She's my only hard bust girl, and I like her a lot. I like that body, actually. I am a fan of the hard bust body. So right here we have another queen who I have redressed in a pair of jeans and a cute little top. She is really, really lovely. She's full stock, except I have rewigged her. And she's sitting next to my Pullip Peter Pan, who is another new acquisition for me. Pullip Peter Pan came to me from another doll collector with this really lovely wig it just suits her really beautifully, and look at her beautiful eye chips as well. I am in love with this girl. I have these two seated next to each other because they look like they might have the same hairstylist. They do have different hairdos, but they have the same coloring of their hair, and I thought that was kind of funny. I had already bought this wig and rewigged her before I got Peter Pan with her wig, so I thought that they looked kind of cute sitting there together, maybe talking about hair or something. Then let's go back here. I have a Pullip Catwoman, And I have her decked out in Indian garb, and I love her style. She has a Leek World wig, and it has a bit of a bluish tone to it. It's called navy black, and I think it suits her really well. I like how the kind of fringy bangs allow me to see her really lovely thin eyebrows and also her little bindi there. And she's got a cute little open mouth. Both her and Tokidoki Luna have teeth showing in their smile. Back here in the corner we have my Taiyang Undertaker, and he is a lovely boy. He has a video on my channel. And then we have Giselle, who has this fabulous wig. I need to rechip her eyes. I feel like I don't love the colorful look of her. At first, I don't know what I was thinking, but at first she was going to have really jet black straight hair, and I thought that those eyes would be really intense with black hair, and they were. But since then I've decided to go the redhead route, mostly taking a cue from her eyebrows, and I like her a lot. I did paint her myself, so at first I didn't like her very much. You know, you always see the mistakes in your own work, but the more I've had her, the more I like her. So she's really cute. She's got this kind of mishmash of an outfit from various stock outfits. Some of them aren't even boy clothes, or aren't even girl clothes, but I just kind of threw her together. I wanted her to look kind of like layered and eccentric, and so I think she sort of looks that way. Up here we have my otherworldly dolls. I love my otherworldly dolls, but I think I'm going to be letting some, maybe all of them go. Oh, it's hard to say that, but I really do not have the space to be able to have this many dolls. So I need to let some of them go, and it might be these ones. So here we have everybody's full stock except for Delilah. So we have Pullip Wilhelmina, we have Taiyang Valko, we have Pullip Midnight Velvet, and then we have Pullip Elizabeth. They're all full stock. And then Delilah, I have her stock, but I've kind of changed her quite a bit. I gave her my own homemade eye chips. I modified a wig for her because I wanted her to have a look like she's been in, like, kind of like in the wet woods, kind of like being a ghost. I don't know. I just wanted her to look crumpled and dirty and wet. So I think that this wig has a real wet look to it. It kind of like matted and weird, but it's also pink, so it's very girly, and I did want her to have a very girly look, like a little girl look. So she is, oh, she's one of my favorites. I might hang on to her and sell the others. The others are quite, except for Wilhelmina, the others are quite hard to get these days. So Velko, Midnight Velvet, and Elizabeth are all sold out, and Elizabeth in particular is quite difficult to find. Yeah, I think they're all a little difficult to find. They're fabulous dolls. I have a Make It Own there that I haven't done yet. That's a project that I'll be doing with my daughter. She has Delilah's wig on just for now, but that was going to be a Harley Quinn. So yeah, I don't know when that's going to happen. Then I have Pullip Cheshire Cat in Steampunk World. Oh, I love her. Haven't had a chance to unbox her yet. I can't wait to get my hands on her and see her up close and unboxed. But I haven't had a chance yet. Then we have Pullip Tifona. I'm pretty sure she's going to be one of the ones that I can't hang on to. She's a lovely, lovely girl, and I wanted her just because she's kind of like one of the quintessential Pullip dolls. Like, she's got the Lolita style and like very frilly. I love her hair. She seems to be like everything kind of typical modern Pullip. And so I wanted her for my collection just for that. At one point I was kind of just wanting to, what I called, round out my collection, which meant just kind of like get some of the dolls that were kind of like representative of the Pullip world. And she was one of those. And I also wanted Merle in full stock for that reason, but I ended up getting Merle nude nude because I wanted to use her for Wendy. But anyhow, I digress. I have Tifona and I'm probably not going to keep her. So there is my collection. I thought I'd show you a little bit about my doll room. I don't have a dedicated doll room, but I was wanting to make a doll room video, so I'll just very quickly show you where I keep some of my stuff. I keep all of my customizing stuff under here, so I've got eyes, face up, new things. This is a box of tools that I use for building, like building furniture and stuff, because a lot of my furniture I've made myself. Then we have wigs, we have prop supplies, so this is stuff for making props, more wigs and body parts. Then over here, don't mind the mess, but over here I keep all of my pull-up clothes in these clear containers with lids. And the plan, and there's more over there, and then these are my rements and shoes and little accessories and stuff in these little containers beside it. The plan was that what I really like about that is kind of like spreading out and having lots of containers and having each container have only a few things in it. So I have a container for doll clothes, I have a container for stock outfit components, then I have a container for boy clothes, and then these are actually like smaller containers. These ones have like props or hats or whatever, or accessories and hats. And then I have sweaters and bottoms and tops and dresses as separate things. And the idea was that if I had all those containers, I could kind of spread out my clothes and not be too overwhelmed. Like, it's easy to find what you need. You just open up your container and you go through it. So I'll show you what I mean. This is my doll clothing. And so I have it all in here, and I have outfits in Ziploc bags to keep them together. This is Dal Vendatima's stock outfit. And just any little outfit that I have. Some of them are in plastic just to protect them or to keep their pieces together, and some of them are out kind of loose. And so I have all of these doll outfits, and the idea is that if I need to dress a doll, I can just open up this box and kind of root through it and find something and put it on my doll, put it away. I really like to have these boxes not be too full, but the problem is that when you have the space, you tend to fill the space. So I ended up acquiring more clothes than I probably need, simply because I had space in my boxes, so it was really easy to say yes to new clothes. So I do have to downsize my clothing as well, because I don't like having so many clothes, because it's kind of wasteful. Like, I can only have so many clothes on my dolls at a given time, and I don't change their clothes all that often, so it's not really a good investment for me to have a ton of different clothes like I do. And then, as I mentioned, I have like little rements and those sorts of things in these little containers. So this is my photography area. I usually hang backdrops right there, or I have like foam board backdrops that I just place against my wall to make like a corner display. And I have a couple of other diorama type things that I sometimes put up there. And that's why I have an extra light over there. So when I have dioramas, they have windows in this side, and then I put my light on and it looks like the sun is shining through. Then I keep all of my furniture for those dioramas right here. And a lot of this is furniture that I have made myself. Some of it is American Girl stuff from my daughters that they're going to sell, but I'm just kind of using it for now, and then when I'm done with it, we'll sell it and she'll get the money. So that's my collection as of August of 2017. All of my dolls fit on 5 shelves, I guess. 4.5 shelves. And I'm trying to really keep them down to only these 2 shelves. And so, I've got my work cut out for me. I know I could crowd them in, but I really like my dolls to be a little bit more spread out. So rather than crowding them in, I'm going to downsize a little bit. So take care and have a really great week.